we got to take it in stride, and definitely want a rematch. Devin is still the WBC champion. He couldn't lose the belt because Ryan was overweight. He didn't make the scale, but we wanted to make the fight happen. And more importantly, being the best fighter, or being the second best fighter, the third best fighter, you can work. You can work to get there. You can step back to step back up. But the one thing is that my son is the best son in the world to me, and I love him to death.
A recap of what would have been the junior welterweight / super lightweight title fight. It was not, because Garcia came in 3 pounds overweight at 143 pounds. But what a night Saturday was. I think a lot of people had Devin Haney pegged to win the fight by knockout. I knew that wasn't happening because who has Devin Haney knocked out? But I thought he would win it by decision. I was pretty certain it would go to the cards. Dub had Garcia by knockout, and he was almost right. This joint was bad. I mean, Devin Haney looked kind of like Martin when Martin fought Tommy Hearns, and I mean he was just getting tagged left and right. People say that Ryan Garcia only has one punch, the left hook. Well, that left hook was firing from all cylinders on Saturday night. I mean, he was rocking Devin Haney. What are your thoughts on it, Dub?
I didn't get a chance to see the whole fight, but as JT mentioned, I predicted Garcia the dub. I wanted him to win by knockout. We all know that Haney got saved by the ref. So again, if you're tuning in with us and you getting this content, hey, make sure y'all placing y'all bets. I didn't place a bet. I should have placed a bet on it.
You should have bet on it.
I didn't. But also too, y'all give us that CLS treatment. Comment, like, and subscribe. But
Sure.
Everyone is anticipating. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. People are like, oh, okay, the next step for Ryan is to go to 147, right? That's the next weight class, 147. And I'm like, nah, 147 is too much heat in 147. You can't mess with Bud. You can't mess with Spence. Like,
well, Spence and Bud are both going to 154. And I mean, Bud still is the unified, undisputed champion at 147. So Bud could always come back down to defend those titles if needed, or he can vacate. I'm not sure what his move is going to be on that. But I recently just saw that Bud is fighting for, I think, the WBA title at 154 is going to be his next fight. I'm not sure if that's signed. So 154 has kind of opened up a little bit. I saw the whole dispute with Ryan's dad and Eddie Hearn at the end of the fight, where he was like, "Hey, you threw Luke Campbell at us, you threw Devin Haney, F you. Who else you got for us?" And he said, Jerron Ennis. We got the same name, but Boots Ennis. And he was like, "Oh, how about Pitbull?" So I think he know what kind of smoke waiting at 147. But honestly, I think he got to go to 147. You can't make 140, then you're not going to be able to fight for a title at 140. And if you recall, Dub, I was telling you a while ago that I felt like Ryan was a weight bully. Like, this guy's really a 147, possibly 154 guy fighting down. I mean, he was fighting all the way down at 135. And then got mad at Gervonta because he wanted
dehydration clause.
The rehydration clause. But I don't blame him. Imagine fighting at 135 and you coming in at 134 soaking wet, and then a guy comes in at 143. I mean,
big difference.
That's a big difference on fight night. So, not to get too far down the line on who he's going to fight next, but I just want to say hats off to RYAN GARCIA. People called him crazy. People thought his antics were X, Y, and Z. He wasn't focused. Devin looked the part of a focused guy all night. But I think it exposed two things happened. Yo, we gotta shout out Derek James, trainer of the year 2 years ago. We saw what he's been able to do with the Charlo brothers, with Errol Spence over the years. And I think going to Derrick James made all the difference for Ryan Garcia and his confidence in building him up as a fighter. So shout out to Derrick James. And yo, what does this say about Bill Haney? Bill Haney, AB, everybody says AB, Adrian Broner is crazy. He's throw, but he's been saying for the longest that Bill wasn't a real trainer. We just saw Alicia Baumgartner go over there, join their camp, leaving Tony Harrison. But Bill had no answers.
What the fuck, Bill? What the fuck, Bill at? Bill!
He had no answers, no adjustments for his son. I mean, literally, Devin just looked like he was out of sorts. It's like Devin knew what that left hook was going to bring. He knew it because they had seen each other so many times in the amateurs, 3-3. And he knew it, and once it caught him, it was like that look like, damn, he's still hitting like that? Like that's how it looked like to me. He was like, damn, that left hook still ring like that? Like he knew it. I saw the look on. We got to put on the screen right now. That look that was on Devin Haney's face when he was on the canvas looking up at Ryan, like, damn, that left hook's still a problem.
That has to be a demoralizing feeling.
Bad. A kid you've been fighting your whole life, and he beat you up at the biggest stage.
Bruh, millions of people watching you fight, and you on the canvas looking up at another man that'll knock you out.
Bruh. So what was worse in your eyes? The Bud Errol Spence beating or this beating that Devin Haney took from Ryan Garcia?
Oh, the Crawford was way worse. Oh.
Okay, I differ in opinion. I think this Ryan Garcia was worse because we knew who Crawford was coming in, right? We had two undefeated champions, two, pound for pound type guys in Crawford and Spence. We didn't know it was going to go like that, but it's like he got beat by Crawford, who might go down as top 5 pound for pound ever, depending on who he's able to fight in these last couple of fights. But the way that Devin Haney talked about being an A-level fighter, being levels above Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia is a C-level fighter. He's mediocre. You got a big
he's C-level.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, he got a big name, but I'm an A-plus fighter, and it's a mismatch. I'm levels above this guy, but he got a big name. The people want to see it. They demanded it. And I'm gonna go in there and beat him down. I'm gonna show him.
Saying that Ryan Garcia was a C-level fighter, he was A+, that Ryan was a one-trick pony, that he wasn't focused, that he didn't think he was taking the fight serious, and to come out and get beat like that, that's a bad look. I don't know that Haney can recover from a loss like that because the first thing in people's heads, the rematch. He said he would love to do the rematch, and they both on weight. So that's a little way to sprinkle in some salt to say, them 3 pounds made a difference, which they probably made a little difference, but he whooped you. But respect to Ryan. I mean, respect to Devin because again, he got up like a true champion, like he said. And this is elite level fighting, man. So it's no disrespect. We just talking. But he whooped you. And then the first thing people talk about is a rematch. Do you even really want to get in there again? Because he had the left hook. He wasn't even. The name of the game is protect yourself at all times.
But hey, listen, we both attested that Haney is a surgeon when it comes to his defense and all that good stuff. But I made a comment about, hey, listen, if he becomes overwhelmed with all them hits, something is bound to go happen. Like, I don't know, man. It was just something about Haney that I just watched him highlights, and I've actually watched some fights of him on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, if the white person get in there and start tagging his ass up, I mean, he gonna take an L. That's all Garcia.
And he just didn't have any power, bro. Like Garcia was turning, showing his back, and he was just loading up, hitting him in the back, no damage. I mean, I really think Haney might need to go back down to 135 because for Ryan Garcia to do that to you,
he didn't want to go down to 135.
Well, this is the thing. You stay at 140. You got guys like Pitbull Cruz. You got Rolly Romero. All of these guys have power and are packing a punch. So, I mean, this is a guy that we said is a technician. I still believe is a technician. It wasn't his night. But when I see what that power did to him, I'm worried about, him and guys like Tank, him and guys like Rolly Romero, guys who have that power. That if they touch that jaw, I mean, Tank said it a while ago. I touched that jaw, and Ryan touched that jaw. We saw what Tank did to Ryan. Well, I don't think it would be good for Devin and Tank out in the ring with him.
Nah,
So,
yeah.
what I want to see next, what I want to see now, I would love to see Ryan Garcia fight Shakur. He's already cleared Devin Haney out the way. Go ahead and fight Shakur. And I'd like to see the winner of that against Tank. So that's what I'm hoping is next. Hopefully Ryan doesn't go up to 147 and try to fight Boots Ennis. That's not going to end well for him, I believe. But he's shown that, he makes doubters believers. So I'm doubting that he does anything against Boots Ennis. But maybe he shocks the world again. If anything, the message to the kids, bet on yourself.
Absolutely.